Previous video I have explained till question number 2. Now we have to go for our next question. So just read the question number 3rd. In the question 3rd, what is asking? Find fourth proportional to. Means 3 term is given, 3rd term is given. We have to find fourth proportion. So in that place, fourth place, just you suppose value x. Whatever given in the question number 3rd, second x value. For the first, sometimes third and fourth like this, and sometimes fourth also. So like that, in this question, just we have to suppose at last term, that is 6, that is x. Okay. So just you here we have to arrange product of mean term is equal to product of extreme term. We have to apply that formula only. So just write down it. Ratio proportional 32 ratio 64 proportional 6 ratio x. So here proportional are given. So multiply 32 into x. So we will write down like this: 32 into x is equal to 64 into 6. Okay. Now this here 32 is there. This will we have to find. So how will find out? This will go here, multiply sign is there. Already we have solved linear equation. In the linear equation we have to find variable. So how will find? We are shifting the whatever coefficient and whatever number are there. So we have to shift from this side to this side. So here multiply sign is there. Then this will go in that side. Then it will come in division. So x is equal to 64 into 6 upon 32. Now cancel out directly. 32 to 64. And then multiply 2 into 6, 12 will come. So value of x is equal to 12. This is the final answer. Now B part I have just try yourself. Now C part, here fraction is given and just suppose last term that is x. Okay. So here 1 upon 5 raised to 2, comma 1 upon 9, comma 1 upon 10, comma x. So here 1 upon 5 ratio 1 upon 9 proportional 1 upon 10 ratio x. So we have to apply a formula again. So just you take this multiply to this and this multiply to this. So 1 upon 5 into x is equal to 1 upon 9 into 1 upon 10. Okay. So we will multiply, then it will come 1 upon 90. Because here 9 is the 90. And then here 5x upon 5. So x upon 5 is equal to 1 upon 90. Just transpose this value in that side. So it will come x is equal to 5 into 1 upon 90. Now cancel out here 5 to 90, it will come 18. So final answer will be x equal to 1 upon 18. This is the final answer. Now read question number 4th. In the question number 4th, first part is given. Just read the question number 4. What is asking in the question number 4? 60 and 25 is given. So we have to find mean proportional between these. Mean proportional. So we have to find mean proportion. So here 3 term is given, here only 2 term is given. So we have to find mean term. So we will suppose here middle term means mean term. So 16 comma x. Again we have to put comma x, then it will come 25 like this. So here 2 number only is given and mean term is not given. Means we have to suppose mean term is only 1, that is x only. Either we can write out like this 16 comma x comma 25 like this only. Or now we have to arrange as a proportional. So x will come 2 times. Mean proportion is mean term is 2, mean term in the both mean term with both place it will come y x only. So just write down here 16 ratio x proportional x ratio 25. So in the mean both place x will come. Okay. Now multiply here again. Apply formula. Product of mean term is equal to product of extreme term. So x into x it will come 16 into 25. 16 into 25. X into x square will come. So just write down here x square and 16 into 25. How much will come? Then it will come 400. Okay. Write down here 400. Now here again a square is there. So if you will remove this square, then it will come in square root. So we will write down here square root. X is equal to square root of 400. So we will find out square root of 400. how we find square root of 400? So first of all we have to factorize here 400. So just you factorize here 2 by 2 only, 200 will come, again by 2, 100 will come, again by 2, 50 will come, then again by 2, 25 will come, then factorize by 5, then 5, 1 will come. This 2 will come outside. So after doing the factorization, just make carry number. Okay. So just write down here 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5, and then write down here square root. This pair it will come outside. This pair will 1 will come outside. This 5 will come outside. After taking outside, then just multiply 2 to the 4, 4 5 is 20. So final value of x is equal to 20. Square root of 400 is equal to 20. So we will find the square root of 400, answer will come 20. This is the final answer. So mean term is equal to 20. Okay. Like that in this mode also we will do like this. So B part I have to just try yourself. Okay. Now in the C part just you see here 0.01 and 0.81 is there. We have to find mean term again. So just directly you can arrange here 0.01 ratio x proportional x ratio 0.81. So after doing this, just write down here x square is equal to 0.01 into 0.81. Then we will do multiplication, then it will come 0.0081. So if you will remove this square, then it will become a square root of 0.0081. Then remove the point. If you will, this point is coming under square root. So we have to find a square root of this number. So first of all, convert into fraction. Okay. Just remove this point. Then it will come 10,000 here. Because 4 digit there, after 1 it will come 4 digit 40. So this whole will come in a square root. Okay. So 81 just upon 10,000. So we will find the square root of numerator and denominator separately. So just you find like that. We have to again factorize separately 81. So we will factorize 81 by 3. Then it will come 27. Again 81 by 3. 9 will come, then 3 will come, then 3 1. So already we have factorized, and then we have to factorize 10,000 also. So first of all, just write down here, instead of 81 we will write down 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 4 times, and then put here a square root. After then factorize 10,000 by 2, then it will come 5,000. Again factorize by 2, then it will come 2,500. Then factorize by 2, then it will come 1,250. Again by 2, then it will come 625. Then 5, then it will come 125. Then 5, 25 will come. Then 5 will come. Then 5, 1 will come. So then write down here in numerator denominator part 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. And then 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 means 4 times. So we will write down like this for a square root here, separate square root of this and a square root of this. So this 3 will come outside, 1 3 will come outside, then this 3 will come outside, then multiply it will come 3 3 and 9. So numerator square root of the numerator is 9. Then we have to find the square root of denominator. Then this 2 will come outside. So we will write down here 2. And then this 2 will come outside, then write down 2, then 5 will come outside, this 5 will come outside. So 2 2 is 4, 4 5 is 20, 25 is 100. So square root of denominator is 100. After finding the square root, then 81 upon 10,000 square root is 9 upon 100. So now we can convert into again point in decimal. So it will come 0.09. Okay. So this is the final answer. Mean term is equal to 0.09. Like that we have to simplify. Okay. So be careful with the square root. This is a new topic. This square root topic we will learn. We will read study in the next class, that is class 8. Okay. This is the new chapter, square root. But I have explained how we are finding the square root by factorization. So just like this only. Okay. Just make pairing number and then come out. This pair will come, one number will come outside. If pair is not there, then that number will be in the square root only. But in this person it will not come like that. You will get the pair. Now we have to solve the question number 5. How will find question number 5? How will solve? Just read the question number 5. What is asking here? Find third proportional to. So here we have to find third proportional. It means just put here x. Okay. Now we have to arrange in the proportional. So whatever is in the middle part, we have to write down 2 times like this. X is middle part, so I write in x 2 times. So here 40 is middle part, so to 40 we have to write down 2 times. So just to arrange 25 ratio 40 proportional 40 ratio x like this. Now we can find value of x. So again apply as product of mean term is equal to product of extreme term. So 25 into x is equal to 40 into 40. So this 25 will go there. So x is equal to 40 into 40 upon 25. Now cancel out 5 8 5 ja 5 5 ja then 5 8. So 8 8 ja 64. So final third term third proportional is 64. Okay. Now like this B part you can do it yourself. Now 3.9 and 11.7 is there. We have to find third proportion. Just put here x. Now arrange in the proportional. So here 3.9 ratio 11.7 proportional 11.7 ratio x. Okay. So just you multiply here this into this and this into this. So 3.9 into x is equal to 11.7 into 11.7. Now this 3.9 will divide here. So x is equal to 11.7 into 11.7 divided by 3.9. Okay. Now remove this point will remove. So one digit will remove here. Then we can cancel out 33 ja. So 39 3 ja it will cancel out 3 times. Now you multiply 11 into 11.7 into 3. So 11.7 into 3. So we can multiply, then we will get the final answer third proportion. So 7 3 are 21 will come, carry 2 and then 3 plus 2 5 and then 3. So it will come 35.1. This is the final answer. Okay. Now we have to solve question number 6. How we have to solve question number 6? Just you read the question number 6. In this question show that 5, 25, 125 are in the continued proportion. So we have to check these are in the continued proportion or not. So for that we have to again arrange in the proportional continued proportion. Question number 6. So here 5, 25, 125 is given. So first of all we have to arrange in the proportional. So 5 ratio 25 middle part we have to write down 2 times. So this 25 proportional again 25 is to 125. Now you have to multiply here. If product of extreme term is equal to product of mean term is both are equal, then we can say that these are in continued proportion, otherwise no. So we have to prove that we have to here verify these are in the continued proportion or no. So just we have to check LHS and RHS. So LHS means product of extreme terms. So 5 into 125, how much will come? It will come 625 will multiply. Okay. Now we have to find RHS. RHS means product of mean term. So 25 into 25, how much will come? 25 into 25 it will come again 625. So both are equal. We can say that their LHS is equal to RHS. So it is in continued proportion. LHS is equal to RHS. So we can say that it is in continued proportion. Okay. Hence proved. So we can write down here hence proved. Means both are equal. So these are in the continued proportion. Yes. Now we have to solve the question number 7. How we have to solve question number 7? Just read the question number 7 first of all. Then we have question number 7. Just you read the question number 7. If the cost of 8 meter cloth is 600, if the cloth of 8 meter is 600, find the cost of 15 meter of cloth. So here question is given, question number 7. Just read. Cost of 8 meter cloth is 600. So we have to find cost of 15 meter cloth. So just to arrange it like this, means proportional. 8 means here quantity ratio, cost, proportional, again quantity, ratio, cost, like this. So here first quantity is given 8 meter. So we have to write in proportional 8 meter, proportional 6 rupees, 600 rupees. Okay. Now proportional we have to given here quantity 12 meter, 15 meter, and we have to find cost of 15 meter cloth. So again write down here, just we don't know about that value, so just put here x, variable x. Okay, now these are in the proportion 8 ratio 600 proportional 15 ratio x. So apply here product of mean term is equal to product of extreme terms. So here like this. So 8 into x is equal to 600 into 15. Okay, 600 into 15. This 8 will divide here. So x is equal to 600 into 15 upon 8. Now cancel out here. We can cancel out by 4. So 2 4 jump, and here how much? 150 4 jump. So again we have to cancel by 2. So 75. Now multiply here with 75 into 15, then we will get the answer final. So 75 into 15, how much will come? Here 5 5 is 25, carry 2, 35, 37, then 5, 7, 5, 2, and then here 11. So final answer is rupees 1125 rupees. So cost of 1500, the cost of 15 meter cloth is 1125. Final answer. Okay. Like that we have to